Alright, what's up guys, welcome back, and today we're back for another video, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different, and I kind of been wanting to cover this and give my perspective, but today we're going to be reacting to another YouTuber. He does a lot of like just videos in general, and he's all over the place, but he provides a good message, and definitely gets me thinking. And so I saw this video and I was like, man, this would be a good idea for a video, but also like to give my perspective on it. And although he explained it very well, I'm just gonna show you guys the video. At the very end, I'm gonna give my perspectives. So thankfully this video is not too long, so you know, we'll definitely get into the video. So let's get into it.
Why do anything
Oh
if
my
we'll all
gosh.
be dead one day? It's a question I've asked myself at every pivotal point in my life. Whenever I'm about to experience a cataclysmic change in the way I approach my life, this question presents itself in my mind. There is a battle that anyone who has struggled with this question has gone through, a certain divide. And that is the two opposing sides of approaching this question. On the one hand, you could say this: eventually everybody you know and everything you've ever come to know will decay and be nothing, so there's no point in doing anything anyways. Any progress you've made or accomplishments you've achieved will eventually wither away.
Oh, by the way, just to, I know this is a video, but this is a reaction. So obviously not everyone's gonna come to this realization. A lot of people are kind of just, ignoring this, but this is something that comes into a lot of people's minds when they have like so much time alone and alone to their thoughts. They kind of just think about this, and this is definitely has came to my mind as well. And I've always asked myself this question as well, and obviously I came up with my own definition or just answer to what this video is about. And not everyone's gonna meet this question, but they will at some point into their life. So just keep in mind that not everyone's gonna run into this question. It's mostly like maybe for people who think a lot, and I'm definitely one of those people.
Into nothingness. I'm someone who puts in so much effort to keep my body healthy, and I work so hard towards my goals every single day. And yet still I can get that lingering feeling, that thought in the back of my mind that nothing I'm doing right now is going to matter anyway. As much as Elon Musk will try and make humans survive by taking us to another planet, there's just no way that human beings, as we are now, will survive forever. Which means that
True.
even if part of the reason that I'm doing what I do now is to be remembered for years to come, once I'm dead, time won't exist in the way that I perceive it now, and that remembrance of myself won't actually matter. What's ironic about this is that when you die is when you get remembered, but you will never even be alive to feel what it's like to be remembered. So why do anything anyways? What a depressing way to live.
Very.
If you approach this existential thought from this hand, so let's look at the other hand, the hand that I prefer to view life from. I've come to accept the fact that, yes, it is true that eventually everything I've done for myself and others will be meaningless because the world is in a constant state of change, and with that change, I will decompose into the ground.
And I think that's one very scary thought, that once you pass, life continues to move on without you. Obviously, your presence won't be on the earth anymore, but that is something that is definitely has scared me before. Of the fact that once you die and you decompose into the ground, life moves on without you. Life continues to work. People go to work, people do a lot of things, and you're gonna just be dead. So that's definitely a scary thought. Yeah.
And maybe help grow a tree or something. But isn't that exactly the point of living a life that I want to? If you would have asked high school Cole this question, he would have told you, nah man, you gotta care about working a high-paying corporate job and fitting in with people, that matters. But knowing that actually doesn't matter.
I just want to say I have a video for that. So what he just said right now, I have a video for that. I'm gonna explain it. I'm gonna give my thoughts on it too. So I definitely have a video for that. Specific phrase that he just mentioned.
At all in the end has been the most liberating mindset to me. It's been the very thing that makes me do more with my life and live a more enriching and fulfilling life. Because what it really means is that I don't have to worry about if I might have said the wrong thing to someone, or had a bad first impression, or any mistake I've made in my life so far for that matter. I'm grateful for learning these mistakes or things that I've done that I might have not liked, and I've become a better person through them. But what's even more comforting than that is knowing that I can release them directly after they happen, because I know that they're completely insignificant in the unbound, endless process of the universe. Because I know this, I've let go of trying to control everything and trying as hard as possible to make something work that clearly is not meant for me. Because what does it matter anyways? And maybe that can be the very thing that helps you get through whatever job you might have right now and work towards something that gives you more pleasure in life. If you are viewing this nihilistic perspective from the positive hand, you can tell yourself, I don't need to stress about this job too much because I'm not in a rush to get anywhere in life, because in the end it doesn't matter anyway. But I might as well try and make the most out of this one life while I'm here and start trying to work towards making income from something that excites me. And if you really, truly cannot do that, then it's really okay anyways because of what I've described here. If you can't, or you don't want to work on building a dream life, you're under no obligation to do so, and what anyone else says doesn't matter anyways in the end. Look, I'm not encouraging you to do this because this channel is all about growth and improving yourself. I'm simply trying to get my point across. But Cole, if all of that is true, then why are you trying so hard to be successful, and why do you work so much? Well, I do everything I do because I know that if I were to work myself to death for someone else doing something I didn't like, it wouldn't be the life I really want. And while I'm here for this brief instant that I am on Earth, I might as well just create a life that leaves me feeling fulfilled and happy, where I can inspire people and do good. And for right now, what that looks like is doing what I do online. And one day, maybe it won't look like that. Maybe I'll just want to drop everything, move to Japan, and work in a small restaurant for the rest of my life. And if I want to do that, then fuck it. It doesn't matter in the end anyways. We struggle so hard throughout our entire life to be liked and to make as much money as possible. And then we grow old and we get to the end of our life, and we realize that that stuff was completely meaningless. And what will really matter is that you lived a life that aligned with who you are and what you really want to do on no one else's agenda. But let's get back to the original question. Why do anything if we will all be dead one day? I'm starting to realize that maybe I should have rephrased this question. Instead, what you might want to ask yourself is, why not live a life that is true to who you are, what you like to do, and without regrets if we will all be nothingness one day? The bitter, negative tone to it is now gone. With every interaction you make, every action you take, keep this singular question in your mind. Contemplate this. Because that is how you truly become free, no matter who you are, where you're at, or what you've done. When I'm old as shit, I want to be able to look back on my life and say, I lived my life like I knew nothing mattered in the end, and I did the most good I could for myself and others while I was here. So, how have you been going about living your life?
So first of all, that's the end of the video. At least for this one. This is not over, but I just want to say that this was a beautiful take by Cole Hastings. If you guys want to check him out, he's a pretty cool YouTuber. I definitely enjoy him. We're gonna go into basically what I think. As far as, you know, he kind of gave a gist of it, but I mean, I'm gonna basically bring it all together. So obviously what you saw him doing, you know, he's been working very hard, and obviously if you want to live a long, fulfilling life onto your terms, you definitely want to do like what you enjoy and, you know, what makes you happy. And no matter if how many people will tell you that you need to be working like a high-paying corporate job, like he said in the video, at the end of the day, you know, it's up to you how you want to live your life. And obviously, you know, a high-paying job, you know, isn't satisfying to someone that doesn't even like that, and maybe, you know, enjoy something that maybe is less paying, but it's more fulfilling. So the quote that I have, at least to this perspective that I wanted to bring this video up together. So this is a quote that I kind of made up for myself, you know, while I was, you know, during quarantine, you know, just thinking and, you know, just going through my thoughts and all that. You know, I definitely asked this question to myself a bunch, and I was trying to find an answer, and I finally found it. And the quote goes, the goal in life isn't to live forever, it's to do something that will live forever for me to be remembered. And yeah, so you know, obviously you want to do what, your purpose in life really is and focus on that for sure. But at the end of the day, a lot of people, you want to be remembered for doing something. You want, even if, maybe you'll be remembered for a few hundred years, maybe a whole century, but then, you completely forgotten. You did a lot for people during your time on the earth of your purpose, and just sticking to your dreams and helping people. And so there's a lot of people that have already passed and are still remembered. You still have Martin Luther King Jr. He did very well. He had a dream, and he ran for president, and now we celebrate him like pretty much every year, and he's still remembered. And he's not on this earth anymore, but we still celebrate him because he did something good. Obviously, you want that to be you. And so, asking this question, why do anything if we all die? And let me just say that when you're brought into life, you want to live something fulfilling. You want to look back and think, man, I had fun. If we were living like every other citizen on this earth, or just everyone on this earth working 9 to 5, that's not really happy. We're eating unhealthy, we're not happy, we're not taking care of ourselves, we're not acting the way we want to. It's just not fulfilling. And even though you don't live on your terms. So it's important that you do what you enjoy, and don't let anybody stop you from doing you. But obviously I have more topics on this that I will cover, but I'll put in separate videos. But that's kind of my take. So asking the question, why do anything if we all die? It is just living your life on your terms overall. And that's kind of my perspective on it. I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and this was a beautiful take by Cole. And yeah, and if you guys enjoyed the video, and see you guys later. Peace out.